Hello everybody, Carl Baldassarre back with our second episode on the band Gentle Giant. Be sure to check out the first episode. We'll put a link in the description and you'll see it at the end of this video. But now we're going to bring you Chapter 2 for Gentle Giant. Oh, by the way, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're getting all of my content and getting alerts for everything that I put up on my channel. Now let's get into Chapter 2 of Gentle Giant. All right, for riff number 6, we're going to go to the album Three Friends. This was released on the 14th of April in 1972. This track is called Peel the Paint. Man, that title really is what this track sounds like. It is a tritone palooza. Let's take a look at the first riff of Peel the Paint. So cool, right? We've got these tritone figures moving down in the circle of fifths, right? So we're starting on G, ending on C, then we start on C, we end on F, and then we start on F. Now the other thing, I love how they turned it around with this figure. So this turnaround figure is coming in on the E, okay? One E and a 2E. Okay, so 1 E and a 2 E. Okay, that's how that turnaround figure starts. You got to really pocket that 16th note. It's really good to understand the kind of the slotting position of 16th notes in a beat, right? So we've got the downbeat, which that's easy to get for everybody pretty much. And then you've got the next position, which is E, 1 E. The third position is also pretty easy because it just splits the beat in half, right? 1 E and. And then the fourth one also gives people trouble because it's the 1 E and right before the next downbeat, right? So I have an exercise that helps me understand that. Check this out, all right? So I'm going to play this little turnaround figure and I'm going to start it and move it along each of the 16th notes as I repeat it, okay? So watch this. 1 E and a 2. 1 E and a 2 E. 1 E and a 2 E and 1 E and a 2 E and a. So it's really good if you practice your 16th notes and move your figure along each of the 16th note slot positions so you really understand how to feel each one of those, because each one is a very specific feel. Hope that helps. In typical Gentle Giant fashion, they've got a really cool little turnaround to get them back to the top. It goes like this. Peel the paint. Okay, riff number 7, we're going to go to the album Octopus, and it was released on the 1st of December, 1972. The track is called A Cry for Everyone, and I picked this one because it's power chords. We have Gary Green playing this really sort of bizarre power chord intro to the song. Check out the introduction to A Cry for Everyone. Even though those are just power chords, it's really one of the hardest things to play by Gentle Giant. Riff number 8, we go to the album In a Glass House, which was released on September 21st, 1973, and the song is titled In a Glass House, a fantastic, epically large riff. Check it out. Now you'll find this riff at 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the song, and what's really cool about it is that they start out with a D major 7th over E arpeggio. You could also spell it as an E dominant 11th add 13th. You get this. and then the riff kind of rotates around that. It's so cool, man. In a Glass House. Okay, riff number 9, we're gonna stay with the album In a Glass House, and the track I'm gonna cover is Experience. Super, super groovy, sexy rhythm. Check it out. Okay, for a little bonus riff on the song Experience, go to 7 minutes into the song and Gary Green's got this really cool little guitar figure. Let's try it. That's such a crazy outro lick, man. I just love that. It's a little world unto itself. It's an experience. So if you're a fan of Gentle Giant, or if you're new to Gentle Giant and like what you're seeing in this episode, check out my album Collinwood Yards and the song Figures. I recorded this as an homage to Gentle Giant and recorded at Abbey Road Studios with some great symphonic players. It's got all the counterpoint, both rhythmic and polyphonic music that you're gonna love. Check it out on my album Collinwood Yards, and you can get that at my website, carlbaldassarmusic.com. Okay, we finally come to riff number 10 of my classic rock riff review of Gentle Giant. This has been such an amazing thing for me to do, to learn all these really, really complex riffs. It was such a great journey down memory lane for me. I hope you've enjoyed it. Be sure to check out episode 1 of this. And now for our final riff of the classic rock riff review of Gentle Giant, we're going to go to their album called The Power and the Glory. It was released in September of 1974. The song is called Valedictory. And actually, this first figure I'm going to play you is in the Locrian mode. So that's pretty cool. And oh, by the way, if you like modes, check out my episode on modes. And you can even check out my piece on an album called Silent Nights called Holiday on Woodward. It's written in the Locrian mode, which again is supposedly a theoretical mode, but actually it can be used, even though sparingly, in creating music. Here is Gentle Giant's version of a Locrian figure. That's such a great opening figure built around a D half diminished 7th chord, which kind of suggests that we're in a key of E flat, which would mean that we're playing a Locrian type figure. Right? So we have this very cool kind of figure 1 out of it. Now, in typical Gentle Giant fashion, they got a great variation of the theme, figure 2. That is so cool, man. What they're doing is this progression is actually a D half diminished 7th, going to an A flat, going to a B flat 7. So you've got a 7 to 4 to 5 progression, okay? Very, very cool, very Locrian, and I love the way they release then from this second figure. Oh my goodness, what a way to end this episode with that incredible turnaround for the song Valedictory. Wow, that is so incredible. So there you have it, chapter 2 of my Gentle Giant classic rock riff review. I hope you like this. I hope you've become a Gentle Giant fan, and I really appreciate all my followers. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get alerts for all of my new content. I really appreciate all the comments as well. Make some suggestions as to what else you'd like to hear, and we'll see you again. I'm Carl Baldassarre.